only intended to dig my own grave, yet unexpectedly unearthed a massive gold nugget. This gold would have sufficed for a life of ease, but it marked the beginning of my misfortune. After extracting all the gold, the next day I set out to exchange it for cash, but halfway there, I encountered defeated Nazi soldiers. As I passed by the officer, his eyes locked onto me, yet I paid it no mind. A soldier nearby raised his rifle, but the officer reached out to stop him. In his view, I was bound to die sooner or later, but I hadn't gone far before soldiers who hadn't retreated yet intercepted me from behind. They discovered the gold while inspecting my horse, then immediately called others over. They pushed me aside and excitedly divided the gold among themselves. Afterward, they quietly let the dog leave first, but before the dog could run far, the soldiers opened fire wildly, even mocking me for being a coward. In an instant, I sent him to hell. Panic erupted, and the soldiers fired wildly. Their bullets hit their own men. I kicked one man down and slammed a helmet on him until he stopped moving. When the officer returned, he found bodies everywhere. A wounded soldier handed the officer a piece of gold. The officer smelled a chance for profit. I kept moving. Suddenly, a tank came up from behind. I ran for my life. The officer didn't chase right away, because right ahead lies the minefield they've laid. The next second, I was blown off my feet. I woke up from unconsciousness with pain telling me I was alive. The Nazis were closing in, step by step. I had no choice but to grab the gold frantically. They watched as I scooped up every piece from the ground. When I picked up the last piece, I grabbed a stone. At the very second the officer ordered his men to shoot, I threw the stone. He shouted to fire into the smoke. Bullets hammered the shields like rain. When they stopped, soldiers went forward to check. A mine detonated and a soldier was killed instantly. The officer froze, afraid to risk more. He ordered the prisoners to clear the path. The tank followed slowly behind. I seized the chance and escaped. I lay resting beneath an abandoned car, then strapped my thigh with a belt and without any anesthesia, forcibly extracted the bullet. The excruciating pain made me pass out. Later, loud noise woke me. Soldiers and dogs were close. I slipped under the car while they weren't looking. I stabbed the gas tank with my knife and doused myself in fuel. The dogs lost my scent and paused, but soon the soldiers discovered that the fuel tank was leaking. But when the soldiers searched, they didn't find me. I seized the chance to crawl out from under the vehicle and sprinted desperately toward the riverbank. Yet the military dog eventually spotted me. A bullet struck my calf. Seeing I was still trying to escape, the commander immediately ordered the dog to attack me.